shout out to God for providing. When they say ask and you shall receive, like, the way that it shows up is like beyond me. And I want to preface this by saying that even though I grew up under God, I did not have a relationship with God. I didn't know that those two were synonymous for some reason. I just genuinely didn't. And I think that we all find God in our own ways. And I'm by no way religious, but I do have a personal relationship with God. God is literally my homie, lover, friend. The girls said no. Shout out to Issa Rae and Dolores, Sister Mary Claire. my homie, lover, friend. Not really though. Like, God really is my homie, lover, friend. Like, my bestest friend, my really big daddy husband. Like, that's what God's given in my life. Like, and God knows me. God says come as you are, and I do. That's the thing. God knows my mind and my heart anyway. How I look, acting like, oh no, my Lord, my God, I come to you, servant, and no, look at me continuing the accent. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But no, for real. So God knows me. God knows I like to throw that. Okay, God knows that I like to have high thoughts. God knows that I like chocolate. God knows that I like to, I don't know, speaking with, like, God knows everything about me. So it's just like, I just came into God, and it's just like, life has just, like it's like champagne, and it's just like overflowing everywhere right now. And I'm just so grateful because life has been lifing. Life has been lifing. And that goes to the whole dynamics of how things move and how things process and how we show up out here. Oh, my skin is just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Girl, you're so weird. No, you're not. You're unique. You're not weird. You're unique. I'm very unique, and I've always been. But I say all that to say that something God has recently laid upon me is having emotional intelligence. And I think that's honestly 90% of our day-to-day issues, problems, whatever you want to call it. And sorry about the sun. The sun's rising right now, and so I'm coming opposite of it. So my apologies. I'm bending the corner, and so soon. Oh, yeah, see. Hopefully, depending on angles, it won't pop back up. But it's like this clear, open skies right now. But yeah. So it's like God laid on me to get my emotional intelligence together, and with that came a lot of self-reflection. There's that. That's like probably the biggest one, because you need to be aware of yourself and your actions in order to even do something with it. Because I mean, sometimes, here comes the sun. Sometimes, I'm sorry, I get so excited about little things like this, and it looks so cool to me. I look like I'm in like something with unicorns, and like I'm in the clouds. If you don't look at the country roads next to me, that is. But it's like, if you just look from here over, it's like, oh, that makes me smile. That makes me smile. Do, 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 do. It's not about what happens to you. It's about how you handle it, how you process it. And the thing is that everything that we go through in life, they're all just experiences. And so we're the ones who assign the labels to it on how we decide that we want to feel about it. And sometimes our bodies, you know, they take things, and it's like we process it, like you can feel when something's happening. And so it's up to us. It's our responsibility to recognize those moments and lean into them, actually. Because the thing is, if we don't lean into them and we just kind of let it sit and fester, it becomes a part of the baggage that you're holding on to. It becomes a part of like, it puts weight on you. Like, literally, there's energetic weight that is being placed on you, and it's just like you just keep stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking everything, on top, and it's really just kind of bogging you down, even if you're high functioning. Because believe me, I've been in all these places. I've hit rock bottom so many times, it makes no sense. Like, honestly, not saying I'm in a rock bottom now, but I'm definitely between a rock and a hard place. And it's okay, because the thing is, life happens. All we can do is just roll with the punches. The thing, like, I can't be so focused on what happened 4 months ago. Me losing my job is what happened 4 months ago. But I can't be so hung up on that, because the thing is, like, I know that I've looked for jobs. I know that I somehow only had one interview, and my background is as a data analyst. And so it's like I don't know, it's just the market. My resume is great. Like, but I feel like God put that in place in order for me to trust in him, honestly, because God provides all. And I think that if I was still working, I wouldn't have gone to the depths that I just had to go through. Like, life had been kicking my tail in every area that you can think of. I be loving my skin. My goodness. Like, when that sun is just kissing me, how beautiful. And I don't have to pay for that. I don't have to pay for that. Isn't it crazy? Like, isn't it crazy that it's like, that's what I was talking about with abundance. And I don't know if that's on this video or not, because I'm clearly just ranting at this point. But there's so much abundance everywhere. And it's like, we don't have to ask for that sun to show up every day. Even though some days we can't see it. We can't see it, but that sun is there. The sun is there. And I am just so grateful. I am so grateful to be on this earth. Like, if you could see these clear blue skies ahead of me, if you could see all these trees, and it's like in different variations of nakedness, where some have leaves, some are just completely bare right now, and it's just like, just looking at the structure, everything, they all honestly low-key look like placentas, and I've never really thought about that. All of them look like placentas when they're naked. Mind blown. Okay. All right, so back to what I was talking about with emotional intelligence. It's not about what you go through, it's how you handle it. And it's our responsibility as we go through life to prioritize ourselves. And so when we prioritizing ourselves is a huge act of self-love, for one, because the thing is, when we are having moments where we're not necessarily having the best experience as far as our emotions go, we're giving away our power. We're literally just like putting it in a nice little cute baggie, and it's just like, we put the tissue paper and it's like, here you go, my power's in there. I just gave it to you, here you go, you can have it. And it's just like, just take it, just take it. And we just give away our power, and it's like, it almost always does not turn out well for us, but for either party. A lot of times it's just one of those things where we'll both still be at odds, despite the thing is what happens is that you give your power away, and then because you gave your power away, now you're all funky acting and moody and all of these things. Whereas if you gave yourself the grace, for one, to feel, because regardless of your emotions, it is completely in your best interest to feel your feelings. Allow yourself to feel those feelings. Allow yourself to literally lean into what you're feeling. Why am I feeling this? What's the cause of this? And that's what we should be doing. We weren't necessarily taught this. We weren't taught this at all, or at least I can't speak for everybody. I wasn't taught this. And so, and that's okay, you know. That's my phone. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that's okay. But we're not supposed to hang on to our emotions, because just like each passing day, as our emotions, just as water comes out the faucet and down into the sink and down the drains, it all just passes. Everything is consistently and constantly flowing, and we're the only ones holding on to it. Literally, just like you're literally like acting like you're hanging off of a building. You're acting like you're hanging off a building in an action movie. If it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be no me, and that's why I'm gonna ride for you forevermore. Look at my sun. Okay. All right, so sorry for the shadows. The sun is rising right in front of me. So I've been out for at least an hour and a half or so. It's 8:01 a.m. So ooh, my palm itch. Let me put that in my pocket. Thank you. Let me grab my wallet and rub it. Thank you. But not really. So yeah, emotional intelligence.